All righty, here we go. Wednesday morning, you hear the music, you know what that means. It's time for a Berkshire Hathaway bi-weekly podcast. Joining us today, Realty expert Katlyn Soli. We'll talk with her after this.
Life, with its many stages. From the "my little one has just arrived" stage to the "I have arrived" stage. From the first home you'll ever buy to the one home you'll have forever. No matter where you find yourself in life, your forever agent will be there. Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. For you, for life.
All right, and welcome to the studio, the one, the only, the Realty expert, Katlyn Soli.
Good morning.
How was that for an intro?
Good. Hypes me up.
Yeah, how have you been?
I've been good.
Good. Last time I saw you was at one of my favorite watering holes, and one of the Marcotte's favorite watering holes too. But you guys were getting ready for the Berkshire Hathaway Christmas party, and
Yep.
I want to give a shout out to Mike Marcotte because how he was dressed. I was jealous.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of jealous.
He was definitely in the Christmas spirit. He looked good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We talk about Berkshire Hathaway being like a family kind of business, and you guys whoop it up quite a bit.
Yeah.
You guys have a good time. You work hard, but you play hard too.
Exactly. Yeah, it's always a good time with us.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Are you ready for Christmas?
I think so.
Okay.
I have all of my Christmas shopping done. And then, so now with the married life, we have to kind of separate our Christmases. So I'll go do my family this weekend and then his family next weekend.
yeah,
so
yeah.
we're ready.
Yeah,
We're
you should
ready.
come from a dysfunctional family. My first Christmas is on the 23rd. I have one on the 24th, one on the 25th, and one on the 30th.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
we try to just get them done like my whole side on one day and then his whole side on one
Oh,
day.
yeah. I wish it was that easy. In town the whole time, or do you got to travel?
So my family's from the city area,
Okay,
so we'll travel this weekend, and then his family is up in like the Walhalla Cavalier area,
Oh, okay.
so we'll have to go up north on Christmas.
We were talking, we should probably talk about realty stuff. We were talking earlier about the Berkshire Hathaway Affinity program. What is that?
You know, a lot of people don't know about it.
No, I've never heard of it, and I talk to you guys all the time.
I know. So our Affinity program has been around for a while. Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices is recognized as one of the leaders in our industry. You know, Berkshire Hathaway has a pretty strong, reputable and trusting name to it. And because of that, we are able to offer a way for buyers and sellers to use our services and benefit their pocketbook, essentially.
They like to hear that.
They like to hear that,
Yeah.
exactly. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah, cha-ching.
So we do hear a lot in real estate, especially on this podcast, about programs that are catered specifically just for veterans. Those programs are very common, but this Affinity program, it expands a lot more. We want to give back to all of our hometown heroes. So this program, you know, it's not just for veterans, it's for law enforcement, nurses, doctors, teachers even, firefighters, first responders. It covers the whole area there. And that's what our goal is with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, is to provide our local community members a real estate assistance program that's going to give them discounts and possibly like a cash bonus at closing. And you can use this if you're buying a house or selling a house. And if you're doing both, you get like double bonus.
Okay, now,
too.
is this something, say I call you, Katlyn, and I say, I want to sell my house, and but I want to be part of the Affinity program. Do you have to mention that first, or do you tell your clients this?
So I can tell clients this. Again, it kind of depends on what their profession is. Our main goal is just try to give back to as many community members as we can.
Okay.
So we might be able to find like a loophole in there, but essentially it's for our hometown heroes. We just want to give more than just veterans. And with lenders, you hear a lot about like doctor programs, but we do nurses too. We just want to allow some type of assistance for more people. But you can, if you are someone who's thinking about buying or selling, you can reach out to us and mention it and just say like, hey, I heard about the Affinity program. Or if we meet someone new and they're like, yeah, I'm a nurse at Altru or Sanford, wherever, we would bring it up for them.
Right.
So.
And you know, the thing is this is something people do not ever forget. It's just another reason to go with Berkshire Hathaway. I mean, you guys are good.
Yeah, and with our name, it has the family in there. I know we were kind of talking about that at the beginning of the episode, but I think that the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services family realty goes a long way. And we, when I was just starting out and I was interviewing all the brokerages, like all the brokerages in town are amazing.
Yep.
They're good. You can sell real estate anywhere. But Berkshire Hathaway really stood out to me because of the people in the office that I knew I was going to be working with.
Okay.
Truly is a family, and that expands just like more outside of our brokerage, where we want our whole Grand Forks community to also be our family too.
And one thing too, and I tend to stray when we do these podcasts, but when you look at between you and John and Adam, you guys always are doing things for other people. And
Yeah.
out and about, it's your whole world doesn't revolve around selling houses.
Right.
It's cool. I mean, you guys are out there all the time, everywhere.
Yeah, we try, we really try to volunteer, be a part of our community, anything we really can do just to give back and meet new people, really. Getting back to the Affinity program, it is at no cost to these buyers or sellers, so it really is just like, why not take advantage of it?
Yeah.
The requirements to do this program, it depends on the purchase price of the house that you're buying or the price that it closes at closing.
Okay.
So we have our entire cheat sheet of the different prices and then the breakdowns of what we would give you versus a program like Veterans United or USAA type of thing.
Okay.
The only stipulation is you can't double dip. So if you are someone who is already locked in with a lender, if that's like Veterans United or USAA, you can't double dip.
Sure, that makes sense.
Exactly. But we do have, local lenders who we keep in strong communication with, and we can kind of team up, and our lenders can give discount points on like origination fees and stuff like that. So if you're on the fence of, should I go with a referral company if you're a veteran or, a doctor or whatever, or if you should go with a local lender, we can kind of play our cards out right to have you save the same, if not more, if you were to use a referral program.
So don't try to double dip because it's not going to really do you any good in the long run anyway. It's not going to make you any more.
Right, exactly.
Or save you anymore.
And a lot of times too with those veterans programs, in the long run, sometimes things are in fine writing and the veteran doesn't get sometimes it's too good to be true type of situations. I've heard of some situations where a veteran gets relocated and they have to sell their house within a year, but then they ended up having to pay in way more than what they should have. So just some really sad situations like that. But overall, they're all pretty good. But local lenders can sometimes do a little bit more for our community members too.
Right. Okay.
The nice thing about this program is it is a one-stop shop. So I know with referral programs like USAA, Veterans United, they're in different time zones. So if it's 4 o'clock on a Friday here, something goes wrong, they're gone for the weekend. They're checked out.
Sure.
We're here if you're using this Affinity program or local lenders to help out with it. We're all in the same time zone. They answer their phones on the weekend, so it's a little bit nicer that way.
And you guys answer your phones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. I've had it happen where it's, we need an answer and I can't get it until Monday.
Right,
so.
right. But it's nice to hear that, though, and not just, well, nobody answers. I get an answering machine and nothing.
Exactly.
At least you could talk to somebody and they say, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't get you an answer till Monday. At least you can get some sleep because somebody is working on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And this program is all within our brokerage with the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. So all of our answers we can answer for you any time of the day.
Okay.
But the bottom line is that we want to help out our local hometown heroes. We want to give back to you. I'll kind of give you a rundown. So if you were buying a house in the $250,000 range, it's kind of like our median price for Grand Forks. USAA would give you $1,250 back in cash. We would give you $1,500.
Wow.
So it's just a little bit more. Now, if you were to sell your house at that price point and then buy a new one at that price point or higher, you can get double that amount. So you can maybe get $3,000. The price goes up to $6,200. So if you buy and sell at that highest price point, you're getting over $1,200 or $12,000 back.
And think about it. If you buy a new house and you're thinking to yourself, well, I would maybe change this and I would maybe do a little something here. Right there, you got a good jump start on it. There's the money to do it.
Exactly. And again, this is at no cost to the buyers or sellers. Okay. It's just a nice little bonus back to you. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if you are someone who is thinking about buying or selling a home, definitely reach out to myself or any other agent in the Berkshire Hathaway Home Service brokerage. Any agents, we can help you and start. If you're, starting the process, we can get you in touch with local lenders and just start having those conversations.
Can I ask you a really dumb realty question? Like I have no clue.
Sure.
Okay, if I'm looking to buy a house and I'm driving around at night looking for sale signs or whatever, is it better to deck your house out full Christmas lights and all of that stuff so you can get the attention? Or is it better to not so you can focus on more of the house and not the lights? Might be a dumb question, but I thought I'd ask because I dig Christmas lights.
I do too. I guess it probably depends on the person, but I think there is something to be said when you're going into a showing and the house is so cozy and Christmas spirited.
Yeah.
I think it goes a long way. Now, if you're someone who maybe doesn't celebrate Christmas or something like that, it might be a turnoff, but I think it's this time of year, everyone just gets super excited and then it makes you want to be in a house.
Yeah. I mean, even if you have it all lit up and decorated at night, you're going to catch somebody's eye, then come back and look at it during the day too, and say, hey, boy, this is something. So this Berkshire Hathaway Affinity program, it's pretty much a win-win.
Yeah, it is a win-win.
And it seems like with everything you guys do at Berkshire Hathaway, it always usually ends up to be a win-win.
Exactly. Yeah. And like I said, again, I'll say it one more time. It goes far beyond just veterans and doctors. It goes nurses, law enforcement, really any hometown hero. So.
All the people we rely on,
yes.
really, when you think about that. All right. And I guess we're going to call it a day. You're going to be back on Friday.
Yep.
And what are we going to talk about Friday?
Friday, we're going to talk about, if you are a homeowner, some winter maintenance tips to keep your house safe.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
All right. We will see you then.
Thank you.
All right. There you go. That is your Berkshire Hathaway biweekly podcast. How do we get a hold of realty expert Katlyn Soli?
My number is 320-267-6692, and you can call or text me anytime, any day.
All right. There you go. Katlyn will be back Friday morning, 10 o'clock. For now, here's your Berkshire Hathaway biweekly podcast.